So first I'm gonna add about 2 cups of water into the bottom of my Instant Pot. Then I'm gonna add half a pound of fettuccine noodles. Now, if you wanna add more noodles, make sure you add a little bit more water. I'm going to break these in half so they will fit better and cook more evenly. Now once you're done breaking up your noodles and putting them in, if you need to add more water, go ahead and add more water. You want to make sure the noodles are covered. Alright, you're going to put your lid on. Make sure that little knob is turned to sealing, not venting. So sealing, there we go. Now you're going to push the pressure cook or manual button and put the timer up to 4 minutes. Now I'm doing 3 minutes because I have to run an errand and they have to sit in the pot for a little bit, but usually it's 4. Okay, so after the timer's set, it will say on. That's good, that means it's pressurizing. When it's all done, go ahead and do a quick release and let the steam out of your pot. If your noodles are not done enough, you can push the saute button and let them boil. But if you're done, it's time to take them out of the pot and set them to the side. Now it's time to cook the shrimp. So I have about a 1/4 teaspoon of paprika, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. So here I have 1 pound of small shrimp. You can get any size you want. I like the small shrimp so I can have more shrimp in each bite. Now you want to gently mix the seasonings into your shrimp, not to cause any breakage. Okay, so I'm taking my noodles out of the Instant Pot and putting an empty pot in. So I'm going to push the saute button, add about 2 tablespoons of oil, and then once that's warm, just go ahead and stir the oil around so it covers the bottom of your Instant Pot. Then you're going to add your shrimp. Now if you want to make this recipe really fast, while your noodles are cooking in the Instant Pot, you can cook your shrimp on the stovetop. That is allowed. Alright, so you're going to do about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. Now because there's so many shrimp, I'm just kind of stirring and cooking as I go. If the shrimp is curled and cooked all the way through, you should be good. Alright, taking my pot out. I'm not rinsing it this time. I want to keep that shrimp flavor in there. So my pot is still on saute, so I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of butter and melt that on the bottom of the Instant Pot. Once it's pretty melted, I'm going to add a 1/2 of an onion and I'm going to brown that onion. Now once your onion has been cooking for a little bit, you're going to go and add a teaspoon of garlic cloves or just 1 clove of garlic, and then stir that in with your onions. Now once your onions and garlic are cooked to your liking, you're going to add about 1/3 cup of chicken broth into the bottom of your pan. Now I'm going to let that simmer here for just a few minutes. Then I'm gonna add 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. Yes, you heard that right. Heavy whipping cream. This is the secret that makes this recipe so good. So go ahead and stir that in. Then I'm gonna add just a pinch of salt and a little bit of pepper for my seasoning. So my Instant Pot is still on the saute, which that's exactly where you want it to be. Once this starts boiling, you're going to add a 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese. And you're just going to mix that all together until it's nice and smooth. Now, if it's a little too thin for you, you can go ahead and leave the saute button on and it will get thicker. But my kids are starving, so I'm going to turn this off and put the noodles into my Instant Pot along with the shrimp. Once everything's in there, go ahead and mix it all together. And that's all there is to it. So I went and put it on a plate and then added a little parsley because I love that green pop of color at the end.